But again, it's not about the match. It's about the ending. It's about what happened after. So as maybe it's because as you paid attention more than I was, you were expecting a cash in. I should know, could you tell me? But apparently, as you know, wasn't listening as always, so that's my fault. But I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, and then I was like, "Where's the swerve? There's got to be a swerve." Then boom, Bobby Lashley comes out, attacks Drew McIntyre, kind of as you said, hit a spear, hit the hurt lock, basically beat him down to destroyed him. And then you're thinking, why is he doing this? And then The Miz comes out, music awesome, comes out, cashes in. Interesting one where he you would have thought he would have gone for the skull crushing finale first, but he went for a low DDT. Drew kicks out. Miz goes for the skull crushing finale. 1, 2, 3, and he shocked the world, kind of, with the Miz becoming a 2-time WWE champion. I gotta be honest, obviously, what was your thoughts on it? Do you think that was were you kind of happy, or like, oh my god, that's awesome, or were you going, I'm a bit conflicted? What were your thoughts? Well,
at least it gives us a kind of new angle to go towards Fastlane, rather than trying to find Drew an opponent for Fastlane, which he will inevitably win, and then go to WrestleMania. It also gets rid of the inevitability of maybe The Miz trying to cash in at WrestleMania as well. But the whole storyline of getting Bobby Lashley involved and him getting a title match for the following week on Raw, he defeated Bobby Lashley, and now that match just a single match. That was part of the agreement backstage. If MVP's client, Bobby Lashley, came in to help The Miz, Bobby Lashley would get a title shot, but of course Miz is a chicken shit heel and said, no, I'm not going to do that. Then Braun Strowman turned up and said, I want a title shot.
Because, that's how you get title shots, WWE, isn't it? It's like, do you want a title shot? Sure. Do you want? Can I have one? Yeah, go on then.
So that's what we've got to do. All we've got to do is turn up to the Thunderdome and go, can we have a title shot, please? Yeah, all right. Just give it to us.
It?
All right.
No, I just want one. It's fine.
No.
Obviously in this case they kind of didn't, because they had a match between Bobby Lashley and Bobby Lashley won. Thank God. I'm just saying. But again, this ending. I was conflicted. It was kind of like I was happy for The Miz, but I was like, I didn't know what to think, because it's like I just felt for Drew, because it's like start of Royal Rumble. This guy, we could have thought we had some sort of set plans for him.
Yeah.
and now. First at Edge, and now it looks like he's not even in the main event at the moment, and he's not even got the title.
Yep.
And it's just like, I even put the question on Twitter, like, what are you going to do with Drew? A lot of people are going to think it's kind of good because it mixes up the title scene, but they kind of think he'll win his title back at Mania, get his big moment in front of the crowd. That's cool, but could you see a fatal 4-way?
So my initial thought is that the Miz Lashley match will go down. Lashley will be dominant. Miz will be chicken shit, get Morrison involved. Maybe it looks like Bobby Lashley's about to win, or someone's about to get the upper hand. Drew McIntyre appears, because I don't think he was on Raw. Drew, he appears like, we haven't seen him since Elimination Chamber. It was only 2 weeks ago. Hits a Claymore, and that sets up, because Bobby Lashley, I guess, didn't really get his fair title shot because of a DQ. Drew McIntyre only lost the WWE Championship because he was down, he was injured, and it was a cash-in. So I can see a triple threat match happening at Fastlane: Miz, Lashley, and Drew. Drew winning that.
I'm just thinking of the Sheamus angle.
Yeah. So with Sheamus, I mean, it could be a fatal 4-way match. Sheamus getting involved in there potentially. Maybe even AJ. My initial thoughts is it's going to be it'll be a triple threat match. Drew will win, leading to Drew versus Sheamus, because they're going for that storyline at WrestleMania, or Sheamus wins it at Fastlane, and then Drew gets his big moment at WrestleMania again, winning that title in front of a live crowd.
We can hope. We can hope, because obviously I think Drew deserves it. The guy's been what's the joke? The guy's got back problems because he's been carrying Raw for the entire year. Like, he actually has been really good as champion. He's been brilliant, but I just think it'd just be unfair if he's not in a title match.
Yeah,
he doesn't win it.
He has to be in the main event. He has to be.
the rumor's gone around that it's going to be Bobby Lashley and versus Drew for the title. Like Bobby Lashley's in the title scene. The Miz isn't. Apparently he's going to be involved in that Bad Bunny thing that, again, I'm not a fan of, got to be honest. Apparently it's going to be a tag. Again, this is all rumours, so it's spoiled rubbish, but apparently it's going to be a tag match where obviously Damian Priest is now Bad Bunny gone against The Miz and John Morrison. That is cool, but I think The Miz will be better in the title scene, but I don't know. I was more of at first I was thinking, I was confused. I was like, oh, I don't know what to think of this, but then, good conversation on Twitter, had time to think about it. It's mixed up the title scene, and it's kind of desperately needed no more.
Or you keep The Miz and Morrison feuding with the Hurt Business. So the Hurt Business are more like a tweener kind of faction. So they go after the tag titles, potentially against Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, because there's some dissent slightly with Shelton Benjamin a little bit, and I think The Miz and Morrison can play well into that. I think if you remember, it wasn't Royal Rumble or TLC, where there was that tag team match where Shelton was about to get the win, but Cedric Alexander comes in and steals it from his own teammate, which is very odd. But Shelton Benjamin hasn't really been doing anything for the Hurt Business. So set up that tag team match, Miz and Morrison win, and they kick out Shelton Benjamin. And maybe they bring in Keith Lee. I don't know. Maybe they bring in Ricochet.
That's what we're all kind of thinking though with the triple threat. A lot of people kind of sitting there saying, is he going to win the title? Or he's going to help Bobby win and join the Hurt Business or something. But yeah, I mean, it could do that. I mean, I just think, I just like the idea of Fatal 4-Way. I mean, why not? It mixes it up a little bit. I mean, to my credit though, I just remember the last time we had a Fatal 4-Way in a WrestleMania main event, it did not go well. So maybe I shouldn't ask for things that I know will not go well. But I just want. I'm not bothered in some ways what is what. I just want Drew to be in the title picks and I want him to win it. So I mean, but on the positive note, if we're going to be positive because we are positive people, is that at least they mixed it up a little bit, because it has mixed it up on the title scene and Raw, and it's like now we've got possible contenders for the title now. Like Drew goes against, you got Sheamus could go against it. You've got The Miz, you've got Bobby Lashley. You could say Braun Strowman, that maybe I wouldn't, but you could. It's got the same kind of title picture that you would maybe on SmackDown's got that kind of option. So it has mixed up in a good way. So if I'm going to be positive, I would say it's good. But yeah, if anything that gets Drew that title back at WrestleMania and get his big WrestleMania moment that he didn't get last year, I'm happy with. So